These are SIRUI's 1.33x full-frame autofocus anamorphic cinema lenses. And SIRUI says these are world's first full-frame autofocus anamorphic cinema lenses. They come in 3 different focal lengths: 100mm, 75mm, and 50mm. They're all T1.8. And right now each of them costs $800 because they have a Kickstarter going on, and after that it's gonna be $1,000 each, and you can get them separately or you can get them as a set, and when you do, it comes in this nice hard case. You can get it in E mount, Z mount, or L mount. 50mm is the lightest, 620 grams in E mount. It varies from mount to mount. And 75 is 30 grams heavier than 50, and 100 is 50 grams heavier than 75. And they all have 67mm filter thread, and you can get them in natural or blue flare. Are they perfect? No. Is 1.33x enough? No. Do these lenses have character? Are they cinematic enough? No. Is the autofocus perfect? No. But I love these lenses, and let me show you what they can do. Okay, now let's do something. Right now I'm shooting with a 50mm f1.2 G master lens. Now let's switch to this 50mm and continue with this. Here we go. Now we're shooting with SIRUI 50mm f1.8. Of course, the depth of field immediately changed, and I can see that we can see my light. We can see so much more on the sides. But, you know, this is the anamorphic. And hold on. Here we go, the blue flare. First of all, these lenses are made from aluminum alloy and they feel great. They feel like they mean business. They don't feel cheap. And when it comes to weight, yes, I mentioned the weight. They're very manageable. They're really easy to carry, and they're very easy to balance on the gimbal and then carry the gimbal around, which is what I did while I was shooting that music video. And when you switch between lenses, the gimbal doesn't need to be balanced again and again that much. You still have to do a little bit of balancing. More or less they're balanced the same, and as you can see, the gears are in the same place, so the focus motors were just there. I just left them there. And when it comes to balancing them on a motorized slider or a jib, they were really easy and manageable as well. The anamorphic look is very impressive. Of course, 1.33x is not the craziest, but it is very fun. But I'm very happy with the results. I really enjoyed shooting that music video. You immediately see the difference between the regular lens and an anamorphic lens. It's very obvious. It's really hard to go back. And yes, it may not be as characteristic or as cinematic as 1.6, for example, but it is still a lot of fun. Especially when it comes to beauty shots, I don't think there is going back. I think these are the lenses I'm going to be using from now on. So the minimum focus distance is something that is really important to me. And these are manageable. Actually, you can see here the minimum focus distance, especially with the 75 it is 0.6 meters, with 100 millimeter it's 0.7, and with the 50 it is 0.5. Now autofocus, when it comes to autofocus, they are really good, but they are not perfect. They are not like Sony perfect, but they are pretty good. There were some, you kind of figure out what happens and when it loses autofocus, especially when it loses autofocus, it may sometimes drift into other stuff, but it was manageable. I was able to shoot in autofocus quite a lot, especially in the low light in difficult situations. With 50 and 75 it was really good. With 100 it becomes a lot more obvious when it's trying to find what is going on, because the background blur is crazy with this one, and immediately you can tell that the lens is struggling to figure out what's going on. And if you're pulling focus, then of course everything is great, and I find that this is really helpful. With 75, maybe it's just my lens, this is really loose compared to the other two. This has a nice drag to it, feels a little firmer. Interestingly, when you put these lenses on FX3 and if you go and turn on the squeeze, the eye autofocus turns off. We need an update for Sony cameras, I guess. So I wasn't able to film using the D-squeeze. I actually didn't even use this camera. I used my A7S III. The filter thread is 67, which is great, but the other side of this is 72 millimeters. And for example, on this one, the 35 millimeter f1.4, it is 72 millimeters the outer side. So what that means is when you put a filter on this, it is a little lower than the outside. So if you need, when you need the grip, it becomes smaller to take it out. So keep that in mind. The back side of this lens is bigger compared to the other lenses. So if you're using this kind of contraption that I have here, this is from Silence Corner, which is something I love. But with this, I cannot mount these lenses. So that sucks, because I have this on everything and it helps me to shoot vertical and horizontal very quickly. The buttons and everything feel quite normal. You can turn on click, you can turn off click. They are very nice. They are dust proof, dirt resistant, and raindrop resistant. Right now they have a Kickstarter page where they raised almost $400,000, and you can go and check that out. It's gonna end on December 13, 2025. If you want to get the early bird prices, check these out. I have links in the description box below. So I haven't reviewed a lens for a really long time, but overall, these lenses are great, and I feel like I'm gonna be using them a lot, especially when it comes to the beauty shots. I really enjoyed the footage coming out of this, and when I switched back to the other wider lenses that are not anamorphic, I felt a little sad, which is crazy because those are G Master lenses. So I hope in the future they release wider anamorphic autofocus lenses for full frame cameras. By the way, these lenses are sent to me by SIRUI, but they don't get to see this video. It's not a sponsored video, and I'm gonna keep these. They gotta find me to get these from me. Well, thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really curious about what you think about these lenses. I know lenses are not something that I talk a lot about on my channel, but oh boy, these are opening up a brand new door for me, and I am enjoying them a lot. Let me know what you think about these lenses in the comment section below. And until I see you the next time, take really good care of yourselves. And hoşça kalın. Did the autofocus keep up? Is this good? Did we do well? What did you think about f1.8? Are you upset that you're seeing too much in the back? Are you upset that you're seeing this mess over here? I don't know. You tell me.